Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Gifted Monkey TV, all things toy and toy related. I'm your host, Jordan Preston. When we come back, we're going to go over to Neca and take a look at some unique set of figures that they're doing some stuff over there. And I got to tell you, it's really scary what they're doing to these heroes.
Respect the monkey!
And here we go, guys. Keeping with the promise of the awesomeness, we have the Trinity, the DC Trinity, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, done in a style from Ben Cooper, the Halloween mask maker, who's been in business for years, since the early 60s. He's been making Halloween costumes for kids and adults. And these are direct replicas of the Halloween style costumes that these came out as. So that Batman looks like how Batman's costume looked like for kids at that time. The Wonder Woman costume looks like the same as kids at that time, and so does the Superman costume. These are full, authentic representations of the Ben Cooper style superhero Halloween costumes. And these are fantastic. These are like 5-inch figures. Look at the box. There's Ben Cooper right there. He always had that signature sign on it, Ben Cooper superhero. These are great. That's a great box. You don't even want to take them out the box because the box itself is a great little keeper. Batman, Superman on the box. On the side, you have Batman, Superman throwing punches. On the back, we have the whole set of the superhero, supervillain line. And there's only one supervillain, and that's Joker. You got Batman, you got Batgirl, you got Joker, you got Superman, and you got Wonder Woman. These are really cool as we look at the boxes. And you see they're 5.5 inches tall. So not even quite 1/12 scale, but they're nice. By Neca. Let's take a close look at that Wonder Woman in the box. That's great. And as I'm going to take them out, but you can see even the eyes of the little girl inside is there. That's great. Wonder Woman. I guess if these go well, they're going to make a Supergirl because she's on the box. She's the only one not actually made. There she is again on the box on the side with Wonder Woman. Batgirl in the back. And there we have our list of heroes again. And last but definitely not least, we have Batman. These are great. Pretty much just like Superman's box. Nice, isn't that great? They look so cool, they're so novel. All right, let's crack the box open and see what we got. So freeing Superman first out of the box. First one up. Pull him out, take him out of his clamshell box here. There we go, nicely nestled. And this guy is pretty awesome. Once again, when you look closely, you can see the eyes of the kid underneath the mask. Brown hair, there's the kid. There's the mask tied. And you see his eyes, and this is the mask. And the funny thing about the mask is they don't come off. They don't pull off. The mask stays on. The mask is like welded onto that face. It's sculpted onto the face, so it doesn't come off. You see Superman's cape. Nice little string tied around it, like the Halloween costume. No S on the back. No detailing or nicely pleated cape. It's just a basic piece of material, which is also like the kid's Halloween outfit. This is almost like a pleathery material. It's not fabric. It's actually like a leather, a thin leathery type pleather. The S is not raised. It's not embossed. It's just flatly silk screened on there, as is the belt. They even have some wear and tear, little Superman indicia on it, if you can see it real close. TM, trademark. That's great. Lift it up. Velcroed together. on a little body. It's supposed to be a kid's body. Kid comes with little green sneakers. Very cool. Cut off at the bootleg, just like the costume for the Halloween. Oops. Let's see if they stand up by themselves. You know me, I like to have my figure stand without a stand. He does. And this to give you this nice little Halloween trick-or-treat bag with the Super Friends. Ha ha. Put on there. That's great. Very nice. Very nice. And it opens just like that. And there we go. Let's try Wonder Woman. All right, taking Wonder Woman out of her cradle. This is so cute. These things are adorable. You see the action figure. Now you get to see the joints that you don't see in the male figures because they have the long sleeve costumes on. But you see, you get the bendable joints like that. And these body bucks are exactly the same on all of them because they don't need to be overly feminine or overly male, just straight out kids' bodies. Once again, you look into the eyes, you can see the kid's eyes underneath there. That is so cool. This is how the Wonder Woman mask would look on the Ben Cooper mask when this came out. I think this came out like in the 70s. I'm going to say late 70s, early 80s this mask came out. But Ben Cooper was doing masks since the 60s because I had a few Batman and Superman from the 60s version when I was a kid, and Frankenstein. Molded plastic hair, little flip up in the back. You can see the line for the mask to hold her mask. That's great. Once again, these are welded on so they don't come off. Little ears. Wonder Woman costume. Wonder Woman costume too is like that pleathery type feel. It's not material, it's not the fabric. It's like a pleathery type feel. Velcro clothes. She has the blue and yellow sneakers on, very Wonder Woman-y. Let's see if she stands by herself. She has a little trouble standing. My Wonder Woman, because she was in the box, her ankle joint, I gotta heat it. Her ankle joint is a little askew, so it doesn't make her stand up by herself. So I'll heat that with a blow dryer and get it aligned. But the ankles can go up and down to a pivot. The knees have a bend like that. And spread the legs out to about like that. Restricted by the costume. And this very fragile feeling pleather. Like this feels like it's gonna wear. In a few years, you'll be looking at this thing and it'll start to wear. That's what it feels like. I don't know if that's true. They have a turn at the waist. Bend at the waist. No ab crunch at all. It's a straight, solid body right there. Head goes up about that much. Down about that much. Rotates full 360. You get a little wrist articulation. Wrist can swivel like that and go in and out a little bit like that. And these two feel very fragile, like they'll snap. So if you're a strong person or you like to, really hold your figures and move them tightly and strongly, be very careful with these joints on this thing. This thing is delicate, super delicate. And once again, she comes with this bag too, Super Friends bag. How cool is that? Nice. And last and definitely not least, we have the Batman. Pull him out of his cradle here, plastic cradle. And here we go. Man, this is a great, great, great look of how Ben Cooper's mask looks. So right on, very authentic to how the Ben Cooper Halloween mask looks for children. Nice paint details, nice vibrant blues. The blues match the Halloween masks. Batman on the top. little indicia right there. You see it on the figure right up here. There's a little bit of a trademark thing near the Batman logo. Very nice paint apps. The paint apps are great. Once again, this is that pleather type of feel. There's that belt all screen printed on there like that, silk screen. Here we go, the boots cut down. These things have pegs in them. All of them have pegs in them so you can peg them, but they don't give stands, which is NECA's notorious for. They don't supply stands for them, but you can if you want to buy stands. Just a basic cape, no scallop on the bottom because they did not have it on the actual Halloween costume. It just was a piece of fabric hanging down, silkish fabric that they used for a cape, and it didn't have scallops on the bottom like that. So very authentic. Little twist tie on the top for the cape to be connected. Love it. Hair sculpt. The hair sculpts are pretty much the same for the males, but they're different colors. So one is a lighter brown, darker brown, that type of thing. A basic sculpt. And then again, you see the eyes, blue eyes. You see the eyes of the kid looking through the mask. And this mask, too, doesn't come off. These are kind of cool. And he has brown sneakers on. This guy has brown sneakers on. Same articulation as Wonder Woman and Batman and Superman. So they all have the same type of articulation running through them. I like it. And he stands up by himself. Very nice. And well, here it is. The DC Trinity Halloween style. These guys look all kind of cute, awesome, and scary at the same time. I don't know how they achieve that, but that's what they come across as. I love these guys. NECA did such a great job with the authenticity of the Ben Cooper franchise of costuming, Halloween costuming for kids. It looks fantastic. It looks like they came right out of a Halloween box and they put it on the figures. These are fantastic. I like the material choices that they use. I like the vibrant colors. Those are fantastic. I like that they made the hairstyles a little different in color and look from each figure. So they're not just stamping on each figure. Those are nice. They all look unique. And this, as well as the foot gear. The sneakers are all different colors. Even though they're all the same body buck and same articulation in all of them, they still have a degree of uniqueness with them. So I love that. I love how they managed to get all the silk screening in there and make it look great and also look like the actual costume did for the kids. That's very nice. Should you guys get them? I tell you, if you're into everything Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman, then it's a no-brainer. Yes, because these are unique. They're niche subject matter. Where else are you going to find this type of thing like this? You won't. And they're big enough to have a presence in your collection and small enough to put in some space. So you don't have to worry about, do you have enough space for them? So I love that. And they're conversation starters because either people coming in will look at them and go, wow, I remember having that costume as a kid. Or they'll say, those things are creepy. What are those? And you can talk about that. But either way, they're a fun item and conversation starter to have in your collection. If you don't collect Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, like everything or a lot, then maybe you might want to pass on them. Because, yeah, to be honest, they do look a little creepy. They look like they're little kids with masks on that'll sneak up on you and kill you in your sleep like puppet masters. So, yeah, it's a unique niche. But doing that, NECA did a great job with that. I love what they did today. So thanks for joining us today, and I'm glad that NECA added these little bags on with the Super Friend logos. What a great addition that was. NECA, you knocked it out of the park with this specialty niche of Ben Cooper superhero figures. Now, these things are hard to find in regular stores, but they do come in Target, and they do are at Walmart, and they're hard to find, though. But if you want to buy them, you go on NECA's website, and you have to buy them in a set. That means you'll have to buy the Batman, the Wonder Woman, the Superman, the Batgirl, and the Joker in a set. They don't sell them separately at this point at NECA, but they do sell them separately in Target and Walmart in the stores. So happy hunting on that. Write down below and let me know. Do you guys plan to get these? Do you like the way they look? Do you think these are fascinating? Are they cute to you? Write down, let me know what's going on. Hit that thumbs up button if you would be so kind, and smash it and let us know that you're there. And thank you for joining us. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And as always, collecting toys, even 5.5-inch figures from the Ben Cooper style Halloween superhero collection by Neca can be as fun as a barrel of monkeys. But respect the monkey. Play nice. Take care, guys.